Saturday evening, and we begin with terrifying new details emerging about the sniper who killed 5 police officers and wounded 7 others in Dallas. The killer left messages in his own blood on the wall. This from an exclusive interview right here on CNN with Dallas Police Chief David Brown. He described for us the killer's bizarre behavior during the police standoff on Thursday night. The full interview is just moments away. Also, we know at least 261 people were arrested last night alone in a string of nationwide protests. Demonstrators outraged after 2 black men were shot and killed by police this week. In St. Paul, Minnesota last night, the most violence. Protesters throwing bottles, bricks, and fireworks, and police injuring 21 officers there. And also this, President Obama cutting his overseas trip short and visiting Dallas on Tuesday, where he will speak at an interfaith memorial service. Dallas Police Chief David Brown learned about terrifying, heartbreaking pain and loss long before the violent ambush in his city this week. He lost his own son, his brother, and his very first police partner to gun violence. In a CNN exclusive interview, he spoke with our Jake Tapper about this week's terrifying ambush in his city.
Hi guys, welcome to our channel, The Easter Family Values. This is a new channel, so please don't hesitate to subscribe, rate, comment, whatever on our channel. The reason why I'm starting this channel is because it's just so much going on in the world right now with, you know, the killings of black young men, Alton Sterling, Philando Castile, and the police shootings. Is just so much going on. So the Black Lives Matter movement, I feel like we wanted to start this channel because we wanted to show that black families, you know, how they're depicting us in the media is really disturbing. And it's really disheartening because not all black people are thugs. Not all black people, you know, go with this, I won't necessarily say militant attitude, but, you know, like, we don't all think the same ways, and everyone gets on the wrong path sometimes, or, you know, it's just, I don't like how we're being depicted in the media, point blank period. I just don't. And I just wanted to start this channel to show what a black family really consists of, or how we feel like a black family is, or how we raise our kids and things like that. Just step into our world to see how we do things the Easter way. But I do want to talk about the subject a little bit. So, you know, I've been on Facebook, all the social media and things like that, and this Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. Yes, all lives do matter. We know that. Duh. Okay? But I just feel like we try to get away from the situation at hand sometimes by trying to cover up what's really going on. And right now, Black lives do matter because we're the ones that are being, you know, singled out right now. We're the ones that are being singled out in the media. We're the ones that are being singled out by these police officers, corrupted police officers. And, you know, it's just sad that our forefathers had, you know, fought for this to be, you know, equal rights and things like that. And it's still, till this day, a problem. It's still a problem. Like, we have not overcome anything at this point. This makes me aware that there has not been a change. It's almost like it's been kind of covered up or suppressed at this point, and you know, it's like we've adapted to what's going on, and but nothing has really changed. It's just, it's so sad. I could say other things, but I'm trying to stay on a positive note, and I don't want to bring the haters or anything like that with us just starting this channel. So I'm trying to keep it, keep it cool. The next thing I want to talk about is the F the police type of attitude that, I've been seeing my fellow brothers and sisters have. Yes, police are here to serve and protect. That is what their ultimate duty is supposed to be. However, all of them do not go against those guidelines. I feel like when the young lady spoke, the girlfriend of the Castile guy, when she spoke about, they have mental issues, and they need to really do a background check on these people and see, what their mental state is. I strongly believe that, because what we're seeing unfold is that we have a lot of course, racism, within the police department. I feel like if you're racist, and I don't even know how we would really get to the bottom of that, I don't know if it would be some type of personality test, how they do all these different tests when you're getting a position or a job, that would kind of single that out. I don't know if that is even possible, but I just think that their mental state, some of the police mental states are, they're trying to get back at things that they may have gone through, situations they may have, been a part of when in their younger years, or how they grew up, how they were raised by their parents. Was it racism? Those type of things. Those things that we need to really get into. But as far as F the police, I just don't feel like, all police are bad. I know a few, and they're not bad, and they're black and white. So it just depends on who they are, how they were raised, what they believe in, for us to really, we can't just say as a whole that they're all bad. They're just not. We can't just say that. That's just like them stereotyping us and saying that, we're all thugs and, we all want to kill people. Like, that's just not true. So let's just, I really wish that we would stop doing that, because what we don't want from them, we're also displaying that to them. So that's not going to make, two wrongs don't make a right, pretty much. Then last but not least, the solution to this problem. I feel like we're just so divided. We're so divided as people. Racism is still alive and true. Like, let's just be real. It really is. But I just feel like if we could get past that. My stepdaughter is biracial. So I can't be racist. I can't say, because that would be like me hating her, because racism is a form of hate. Like, that would be like me hating her, and that I don't have that. I don't have hate in my heart, so I definitely wouldn't be able to do that. So it's just, people need to really put themselves in the situation, or we really need to go back to, I hate to get all biblical, but we really need to go back to treat others how you want to be treated type of state. Like, how we think, we need to get back to that, because all of this hate is not, it's not a solution to the problem. It's not. So until we can figure out what we need to do to resolve these issues, I feel like we need to be on some togetherness. It doesn't need to be all of this separation, segregation type of thing. I feel like, the rallies and everything that's being done, yes, that's good. We do need to be uniformed, and we need to, be unified, put on that front to be unified. And by doing so, I think that it shows that, we are going to stick together. But I don't want it to be so much that we can't accept others because we're all, you know, united we stand, divided we fall kind of ordeal. I don't want that to be. So I just wish like this was a better place. This world was a better place. That sounds so cliche, but I just wish it was. Like, we just don't, the love that, you know, we could have could be so big if we would just stop the hate, stop the racism, stop the discrimination. Just stop. I know that's easier said than done, wishful thinking, whatever you want to say, but I just know me as a person, I'm just going to continue to love everybody the same, regardless what your color is, what's your religion, it doesn't matter. And that's just me. Now, you know, you just wish everybody felt the same way. So that's my take on it. Okay, and so I already gave my take on everything that's going on in the media and the news right now. So I want to give you an opportunity to speak too, and let them know how you feel. So go ahead, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Yeah, my name's Mike Easter. This is Madison Easter right here. This is our daughter. Yeah. Man, like the conflicts that's going on in today's world, it's crazy. Like the shootings that happen, and I'm gonna say I've dealt with it personally when I was a young kid. I was 17, maybe up until the age of maybe 22, 23, and I've never had any run-ins with the police that was negative anyway, that would have them looking for me. Like, I never sold drugs or anything like that. I think the worst thing I ever had in my life was just fighting, and that was about it. But this is one incident that I did have with the police. I was driving one of my sister's friends home, and it was after midnight, and that's usually when the dope boys are out. And I stopped at the stop sign, looked both ways, and proceeded to go. And the cop, I didn't know there was a cop in the parking lot. He saw my car, and it looked like a dope dealer's car, because everyone was driving Chrysler 300s back then, the old models with the rims and everything. So he pulled me over, and I didn't stop right away because we was in an alleyway. So I wanted everyone to see me. I didn't want to get profiled as a drug dealer or anything like that. I wanted him to see me for who I was. So when I got pulled over, he automatically pulled his weapon out and told me to get out the car. And I'm like, do you know who I am? Because obviously you think I'm somebody else. So he was like, I don't give a fuck who you are. Yo, that me. And we got the car. And luckily I had a neighbor that knew everything about the law, and she heard everything, came across the street, told the police to let me go, that I was a good citizen. I worked at the cable company, and I take care of my community. I was a basketball coach and assistant coach for one of my friends' basketball teams, so I was really involved in the community. So they had to call it in, and luckily I knew somebody else on the police force. He was a detective. He's retired now, but he actually heard the news and heard my name on the scanner, and he came down and verified who I was and everything. And needless to say, that officer, he got suspended for a couple of days because of that incident, and I also had to go to court for it also. But it was either, because I didn't have a seatbelt on either, so that was part of the other citation. So I just went ahead and paid the seatbelt fine. Once I went to court, I told the judge the truth and everything, that I didn't run the stop sign. I did not have my seatbelt on, so I went ahead and paid that fine. But
with that situation, do you feel like all police officers are bad?
No, I don't feel like all police. I mean, in my city, there was a lot of good cops, white, black, Hispanics. There was a lot of good officers that actually came to our communities, played basketball with us, football. They had organized cookouts, all that good stuff. It just a few, I think, that were either raised to hate other races and cultures, and then they say, "Hey, I'm gonna be a police officer." So now that they got that badge, they feel as though that is a, I guess, a pass for them to say, "Okay, now I could beat these black guys up, or I could shoot, and I won't get, I won't have any consequences. I'll just get a smack on the hand and proceed. I'll probably just stick it out in court for a little bit. My comrades will back me up." But needless to say that there's video footage of everything. So that's why I'm glad that they enforced the police to have the body cameras on now, so you actually can see everything. But that's still, I don't know if that's still gonna make a difference or not, because there's still a lot of young black men that's being killed out here, and I'm not necessarily saying that it's they're targeting us, but in a way, I kind of think that they are. Like, they, even if you look like a criminal, they're gonna come after you. So I just say, everybody that's watching, and if you have dealt with this before, just be safe out there. I said, my homeboy, he lives in San Antonio. He just got he had just had an issue with the police. They came into his barbershop, and he wrote something on Facebook, and it was not nothing terroristic about what he said or anything. He just said Black Lives Matter, and he just happy that our race is standing up for ourselves and protesting and all that good stuff. And someone called the police and said that he was making terroristic threats. So, I mean, stuff like that is just ridiculous. Because I think that the Black Lives Matter movement is not just for black lives. I think it is for all lives. I think it's even for the Dallas police officers that's been shot. I think we speak for them also. We speak for them. We walked for them. I don't think it's just for the black lives. I think it's for anybody that's been victimized and assaulted and murdered by the hands of the police. That's what Black Lives Matter is all about. I think that's why everyone's making a movement. Everyone's walking and protesting. And you'll see other races in those crowds walking. You'll see whites, blacks, Hispanics. They're all taking a part of it.
Right.
So.
Well, do you feel like you're kind of silenced because of your career? You know, do you feel like you can't speak out as much? Like you said, your homeboy, he, you know, they came and pulled him out for terroristic threats and things like that. Do you feel like it's a threat for you to maybe speak out if you said something on Facebook?
Yeah, because I'm in the Army, so even if I take issue on it, I mean, I can speak on it, but I can't speak too far in depth into it. So I can't get like really political with it.
Right.
But as far as like protesting and everything like that, I can't do anything like that.
Right.
But because of my job. So, but I just commend the people that have done it and are continuing to do it, and I applaud them for just standing up for themselves. But just stop the violence. Just do a peaceful protest and go home to your families. And no one wants to see anyone arrested or killed. Just have a little peaceful protest for those couple hours. But I'm telling you what though, if y'all do it in my city and stop traffic, I'm trying to get home, I'm gonna be pretty mad though.
But what do you feel like would be, you know, what would make things better at this point? What is a solution? Do you feel like we have a solution?
I really don't know. I think, like, I've been saying this for like a couple years now, that police officers, they should really get evaluated like once a year.
Oh my God.
Like psychologically evaluated and see what's going on in their heads, because there is a lot of crazy people out there that's wearing the badge, and so we just need to monitor them and see what we can do with it.
What's so crazy, folks? I just said that same thing, and we haven't even talked about this, so this is crazy. All right, so any other thing you want to add? That's it?
No, that's about it, man. That was the only thing that was on my mind, really. Madison, you got anything to say?
Gaga Goo Goo?
No?
No?
she's lost for words. Yeah, but thanks for watching, guys.
Hey guys, so it's like 11:30. It's late. As you can see, we didn't do much from the last time I filmed. We ate, watched Naked and Afraid, this All-Star, whatever they've got going on with this show. Let me know down below if you all look at Naked and Afraid. That show is crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to survive out there. Like, naked. First of all, naked. And I hate bugs. So, I'll probably be the first to go home. Anywho, just want to come on here and let you all know thanks so much for watching. And please continue to watch. And we will see you all tomorrow. Peace.